Welcome student on another video lecture. Today's topic is herbal product stability. Stability testing is used to evaluate how herbal products retain their properties during specified storage condition. Because during storage condition there will be stress by heat, moisture, light, oxygen, various physical and chemical condition and container related factors. So the stability testing is very important so that the product should remain stable during its storage up to the final use by the consumer. The herbal products are produced in various dosage form such as tablet, capsule, liquids for oral administration and creams for external application. The stability testing of various dosage form required appropriate method. The stabilities of finished herbal product can be determined by testing for properties susceptible to storage condition, including physical such as organoleptic characteristic, physical condition, particle size. So during storage, stability study is performed on organoleptic characteristic such as the product should remain as it is. For example, herbal drug which is used to prepare any herbal formulation, during storage it should remain stable in that condition in which it is procured. And physical condition, which includes physical evaluation parameters, moisture content, ash value, particle size. Also particle size is also determined during the finished herbal product as well as during storage of powders. Drug is stored in the form of powders, then the particle size should be determined. Chemical assays of active components, pH identification, microbial and toxicological properties. In case of chemical evaluation, it includes assays of active components which are present in the herbal formulation, what is the pH of that herbal formulation, and identification of microbial and toxicological properties. So microbial test, which includes turbidity test and couplet method that is used. After that, toxicological properties are also studied. These properties can affect the qualities, safeties and other efficacies of herbal product, and thus the shelf lives of herbal product should be determined by stability testing. So what is the shelf life of that herbal product as well as herbal formulation, that should be determined by stability testing. Furthermore, different stability protocols are used in different countries as herbal products are generally developed to meet national regulations. Different countries, they are using different protocols for stability testing and they should meet the national regulation. Global harmonization of stability testing has been recently emphasized in the context of herbal drug development, but the adoption of international standards can only be achieved by sharing national experiences and information. So whatever the experience which is collected during stability study of any formulation by any country, if that information and experience is shared, then it will be help in development of national standards of stability testing. Following are the common test of herbal products. First, organoleptic test. Second is identification and purity via analytical marker, TLC fingerprints of extract, HPLC fingerprints of extract. Quantitative analysis of active substance via analytical marker, content of extract A relative to initial value in percent, content of extract P relative to initial value in percent, content of extract C relative to initial value in percent, and microbiological quality. So different extracts are prepared and each extract is undergoing fingerprinting as well as what is the percentage of that extractive value, that is also determined. That this drug contains that much amount of active constituent, and it will be responsible for producing therapeutic effect. If the extractive value is less, then it will indicate that there will be lower concentration of active constituent in that particular herbal product, and maybe the therapeutic effect which is produced by that drug is also lowered. Organoleptic test. This method of studying drugs using the senses such as sight, smell, taste, touch. So all the sense organs which are used for studying the drugs in organoleptic test. Process of evaluating how herbal products retain their property over time determine its stability. So organoleptic test means see the drug and smell that formulation, what is the color of that formulation, if it is for internal administration, then what is the taste of, for example, syrup, what is the taste, and if it is a cream or any other formulation, how it will feel after touching that or by applying on the skin. That will determine that the quality of the herbal formulation, whether it is stable or not. The length of time a product retains its properties and benefits determine its shelf life. So if that product will retain its property and benefits during the length of time, that will determine its how much time, for how much period it will retain its property. For example, it will retain its property for 1 year. So 1 year is the shelf life of that particular formulation. So how much time the product should remain stable or retain its property as it is, that will determine the shelf life of that particular product. Organoleptic evaluation can help to determine the physical properties of herbal drug. Also, physical properties of herbal drug can be evaluated by organoleptic evaluation. After that, identification and purity via analytical marker. Herbal drug or preparations are complex mixture. The quantity of herbal substance or preparation in herbal medicinal product can be determined by using single chemically defined constituent or group of constituent as marker. Sometimes a single constituent which may be a major constituent in that formulation which is used as a marker, or sometimes group of constituent they are used as a marker, and it is a complex mixture and which contain different herbal preparation in medicinal product, and they are termed as active markers for quantified extract and analytical markers for other extract. So to quantify the extract, that means how much quantity of each active constituent which is present in that particular extract, to determine which type of constituents are present in that particular extract and how much quantity of each constituent present in the extract. That is quantification of extract, and it is done by active marker, whereas analytical markers, they will analyze which type of constituents are present, what is the structure of that particular constituent. That is analytical marker. Choice of marker should be justified by its ability to identify and assay in selective and robust manner. The following recommendation should be taken into account, that is literature research about the known constituent, EP monograph or other pharmacopoeias or monograph drafts, analytical feasibility of the marker in the drug substance and drug product, marker suitability for stability studies, and reference standard, that is availability, quality and cost. So whatever the marker is used or active constituent is used, the literature research about that constituent should be done. The monograph should be taken out from the pharmacopoeias. Analytical feasibility of that marker in the drug substance or drug product, how it is feasible, how much it is feasible in the drug formulation or drug substance or drug product, that should be find out, and whether that marker should be suitable for stability studies or not, that also taken into consideration. And reference standard, if any reference standard is available, then availability and quality cost of that register standard, that should be find out. Markers are chemically known compound which may or may not have therapeutic effect, but they are used to calculate the quantity of herbal medicinal ingredient in herbal medicinal product. If any herbal medicinal formulation is there, how much quantity of herbal medicinal ingredients are present, that should be determined by using marker. It is important to isolate and structurally elucidate chemically defined substances in plant. So isolation of important constituent as well as what is the structure elucidation also take into consideration. It is also done in substances in plants, drug or drug preparation, so that they can be used as marker that not only help to better understand the active principle of herbal drug, but it enhance the activity. Although a group of determination is useful tool for any assay, all the individual active substances should undergo appropriate fingerprint chromatograms for their identification or for an individual specific constituent. Example, by TLC identification process can be carried out at earlier production stage. So if any formulation is going under production, so what are the different constituents which are present in that particular formulation and how much quantity of that active constituent which are present in that formulation, that can be determined by TLC or HPTLC at production stage. The fingerprinting chromatogram will determine how much amount of active constituent which are present in that, and what is the quantity of each and every constituent, that is determined from HPTLC fingerprinting. Determination of physical parameters depending on the type of preparation, sensory properties, physical constant, moisture, ash content, solvent residue and adulterations have to check to prove identity and purity. To identify the compound or to determine its purity, what type of adulterations are there, so that should be find out. Solvent, how much solvent residue is obtained during that formulation. For example, many herbal formulation which are prepared from the process of fermentation, that will result into formation of solvent. Alcohol is released in that herbal formulation, so how much quantity of solvent residue is there, that should be determined under physical parameter. Ash content is also determined, moisture content is determined to determine the quality and purity of the compound. Microbial quality, microbial contamination, foreign materials such as heavy metal, pesticide residue, alpha toxins, radioactivity is also needed to be tested to prove the consistent composition of herbal preparation, and appropriate analytical method have to be applied, and different concepts have to be used in order to establish relevant criteria for uniformity. So that product should remain uniform. To maintain that uniformity, all the contamination tests, that is heavy metal test, pesticide residues, alpha toxin, radioactivity, all should be done on that. After that, analytical methods for herbal product, TLC and HPLC fingerprinting. Herbal preparation, due to their complex composition, are analyzed by running high performance liquid chromatography, thin layer chromatography, gas chromatography. Quantitative determinations are done by UV visible spectroscopy or combination of these. By using HPLC and GC method, specific fingerprint chromatogram for identification and purity testing and detection of single compound for assay can be done in single analysis. So all these are used for identification of different constituents which are present in any herbal formulation, and how much amount of active constituent which are present in the herbal formulation. The complete fingerprinting is done by these HPLC, HPTLC as well as TLC. But in case of combined product having multiple active ingredients, if the combination is a combined product and multiple ingredients are there, a specific determination and quantification of each drug preparations become difficult. and in such cases highly sophisticated and expensive methods such as LC, GC, mass coupling, LCMS, GCM, etc. have been used. Determination of impurity profile. Whatever the herbal formulation is prepared, it should be whatever the impurities which are present, that should be determined. This technique is help in identification of impurity that result from degradation of active constituent. How that impurities are released in any formulation due to degradation of certain active constituent will occur, and it will result into impurities. So identification and determination of impurity is also important. Active constituent are subjected to a known degradation process and the degradation products are identified. So which constituent they will undergo degradation during storage, that should be determined and identified. Degradation may be due to oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis. Hence we can have idea what could be the degradation product. If the degradation will occur, which process is responsible for that degradation, whether that degradation will occur due to oxidation, due to reduction, or due to hydrolysis, that should be find out, and according to that it will give the idea which could be the degradation product. So which type of chemical reaction will undergoing during storage and which is responsible for degradation, that should be determined, and that will give the idea about the degradation product also. And these can be listed and kept as a reference library for degradation product. And if during stability studies such degradation of active constituent will occur, then it should be kept as a reference in the library and of degradation product, and that will be used as a reference. For routinely doing an impurity profile, this library can be referred and the nature and structure of impurity can be traced. So if routinely the impurity profile is done, then it should be placed in the library and that can be referred as a nature, and it will help to determine nature and structure of impurity that can be, and which is helpful for tracing that impurity. Since impurities decreases the stability of natural medicine, it is important to note that the type of impurities, because the impurities will decrease the stability of the product of natural medicine. So it is important to note that which type of impurities are produced during the storage of that particular herbal formulation. It can be done by the analytical method such as high performance liquid chromatography, capillary electrophoresis, spectrophotometry, gas chromatography, mass spectrometry, and thin layer chromatography. All these are the techniques which are used to determine the impurities by analytical method. Storage condition and sampling times for stability testing. When the product is stored, so what are the storage condition and what is the sampling times that should be used for stability testing. First condition is long term testing. When the product is stored for long term testing, the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius plus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity and plus 5% relative humidity is allowed, and sampling time is 0, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24, 36, 48 and 60 months. So in these months the sample is taken out and it is tested for all, that is physical parameters are tested, microbial parameters are tested, organoleptic evaluation is done. After that microbial testing is done, purity is tested, analytically testing is also done, fingerprinting is done, and on the basis of that all these studies then it should be indicate that the product is stable and its shelf life is determined on the basis of all these studies. So which parameter study at each condition? First is organoleptic properties, assays for impurities, pH, viscosity of the formulation, particle size and how much weight loss. All the parameters should be tested. Accelerated testing, 40 degrees Celsius plus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus 5% relative humidity, 3 to 6 months sampling times, 3 and 6 months. Intermediate testing, 30 degrees Celsius temperature plus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus 5% relative humidity is allowed, above 60%, and sampling time is 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. Freeze thaw stability, 5 degrees Celsius plus 3 degrees Celsius and no humidity. There will be no humidity and 3 cycles over 24 hours each. So all these are the storage condition and sampling time for stability testing. And which parameters are studied? So organoleptic, assay, pH, viscosity, particle size and wet loss. Types of stability and conditions required throughout the shelf life. Physical, first is chemical. Each active ingredient retains its chemical integrity and labeled potency within specified limit. Physical, the original physical properties including appearance, palatability, uniformity, dissolution, suspendability are retained. So physical parameters are studies that include appearance, dissolution, uniformity, and chemical integrity and potency with specified limit. Microbiological, sterility or resistant to microbial growth is retained according to the specific requirement. Therapeutic, the therapeutic effect remains unchanged. Toxicological, no significant increase in toxicity occur. So if toxicological studies are performed, there will be no toxicity should occur. Therapeutic effect remains unchanged. Whatever the therapeutic effect the initially the formulation is giving, the during stability testing also the same effect should be given by the formulation. Sterility or resistant, it should resistant to microbial growth. And physical parameters also, it should be uniform in appearance. These testing parameters and methods for finished herbal product are detailed in the guidelines and regulation issued by 5 global authorities and 15 countries, that is Association of Southeast Asian Nation, Eurasian Economic Commission and European Medicine Agency, the International Council of Harmonization of Technical Requirements for Pharmaceuticals for Human Use, that is ICH, and World Health Organization. So all the guidelines in details for finished herbal product, they are given by these 5 global authorities and 15 countries. Physical, chemical and biological stability tests were compared between different dosage form and testing condition. So physical evaluation is done, chemical evaluation is done, and biological stability is also compared with different dosage form and at different testing condition, that is different at different temperature and different relative humidity. For long term, for accelerated, for intermediate testing were included in the guidelines and regulations. So different temperature conditions are the product is stored at different temperature condition, different relative humidity, and there are different testing, stability testing. First is long term, second accelerated, and third one is intermediate. And during that, physical, chemical and biological parameters are studied. Global community, Asian testing period for and container type: 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months and 24 months is the testing period according to Asian, and annually thereafter. Storage condition: 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. Moisture impermeable container: the container which is used is moisture impermeable container is used, and in refrigeration it is 5 degrees Celsius plus minus 3 degrees Celsius. According to ICH, 12 months and general container is used. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus minus 5%, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 65% relative humidity and 5% plus minus relative humidity. These are the conditions for general container and for 12 months. For 12 months semi permeable container, 25 degrees Celsius temperature plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 40% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 35% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. And if it is placed in refrigerator, then 5 degrees Celsius plus minus 3 degrees Celsius temperature is maintained. So these are the guidelines by ICH. After that, World Health Organization, according to World Health Organization, 6 to 12 months is the period, and temperature storage conditions are 25 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius temperature, and 65% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. And for refrigeration it is 5 degrees Celsius plus minus 3 degrees Celsius. In case of general type of container, and 6 to 12 months for semi permeable case or semi permeable container, 25 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 40% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. These are the storage conditions according to World Health Organization. After that, storage condition used for accelerated stability testing. In case of accelerated stability testing, Asian testing period and containers are 3-6 months including initial and final time point, and temperature is 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius plus 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. For refrigeration, 25 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. As per ICH guideline, 6 month general container, 40 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, 25 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. As per World Health Organization, 6 months and semi-permeable containers are used. 40 degrees Celsius temperature plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, not more than 25% relative humidity, and 25 degrees Celsius plus 2 degrees Celsius, 60% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 65% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity, or 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 75% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. These are the conditions which are given by Asian, ICH and World Health Organization guidelines for storage condition for accelerated stability testing. World Health Organization 6 month semi-permeable container, 40 degrees Celsius temperature plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, and not more than 25% relative humidity. Storage conditions used for intermediate stability testing. In case of intermediate stability testing, as per ICH guideline, 6 month general container is used. Storage condition is 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 65% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. 6 month container is semi-permeable, 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 65% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. According to World Health Organization, 6 month general container, 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 65% relative humidity plus minus 5% relative humidity. 6 month semi-permeable container, 30 degrees Celsius plus minus 2 degrees Celsius, 35% relative humidity and plus minus 5% relative humidity. Herbal medicinal products have to fulfill the legal requirements with regard to quality, including stability testing. So, whatever the herbal formulation is specified for any therapeutic effect, that herbal formulation should give that specified therapeutic effect and up to the mark, and so that for that reason it should be of good quality herbal product, and it should remain stable during that stability testing, so that it will remain stable during the final use by the consumer or customer. These testing guidelines can be applicable only to herbal products. Drug regulatory agencies across the globe require that stability data on herbal drug products should be included into the product registration dossier. A review on stability testing of herbal drug products revealed that there is a wide variability in temperature, that is minus 80 to 100 degrees Celsius, and humidity is 0 to 100%. Duration is few years to 36 months for stability assessment of herbal product. The determination of each individual marker for herbal combination product, the development and validation of assay method used for batch specific control to determine each active substance via marker substance is always challenging. Hence, assay of herbal product should be based on fingerprinting. It is very difficult to do the assay of active substance via marker. So, fingerprinting is always done to find out which type of active constituent or marker compounds which are present in that formulation, and how much quantity of active constituent which are present in the herbal formulation. In general, there are two options for quantification in combination of herbal medicinal product. A group determination, if extract of different herbal drug can be quantified by same marker substance. Many times a same marker substance is used for extract of herbal drug for a group of constituent. For example, in case of routine as a representative of flavonoid rich herbal product, if any herbal formulation which is prepared from flavonoid, and flavonoid is important or active class which is present in the herbal formulation, then routine can be used as a marker for group of flavonoids. Whereas sometimes the determination of individual compound can be done by individual marker also, or each individual compound is determined by each individual marker also. These are the two different techniques which are used for quantification and identification or isolation of active constituent. So active constituent can be isolated, or it is identified, or elucidation of structure should be done, or quantification is done by using HPLC, TLC, HPTLC, or IR spectroscopy and MR spectroscopy, mass spectroscopy. These are used for complete elucidation of structure of active constituent which are present in the extract. And so there are different temperature and humidity conditions are there on which different samples are placed, and sampling is done at different stages, and after that various type of evaluation studies are done, such as organoleptic evaluation, assays are performed, complete fingerprinting are done, viscosity, pH is determined, what is the color, texture of that preparation, that should be determined. And all these studies, microbial studies, all these studies, fingerprinting studies, and if any impurity is there, how the product will degrade, what type of reactions will occur, all these studies are performed on the herbal formulation, and that will determine its stability. So all these studies are done on the herbal formulation during storage to find out whether that product is stable or not, and how much the shelf life of that particular product. According to that, it should be used commercially. Thank you.